Welcome to the Adventures of Adam. I'm Adam. Let's adventure. What you just saw there was my initial first reactions to a lot of these things. And unfortunately, when I recorded my first initial reaction, I didn't have the sound on. My microphone didn't get captured by my recording software, so unfortunately it was just me moving my mouth with no sound coming out. I thought about just overdubbing new words, which I thought would be funny, but ultimately I didn't think that would make for the best content for you guys. So I wanted to show my facial reactions to seeing some of these things, because I don't think I would be able to reduplicate that. What you saw in that intro was my initial genuine reaction, and I'm not a good actor, so I decided not to try to just fudge it and pretend like I hadn't seen it before and overreact to like I wanted to give you guys the most genuine experience possible. So while my first recording had no audio, it still captured my moneymaker, if you will. So now that we saw my first reactions, let's do a deeper dive into what we were shown in that video. So let's jump right in. So this is Amaterasu, probably pronouncing that wrong. If I recall correctly from watching Ragewood's video, the last time we saw her, she's related in some way to the nine-tailed fox, which I'm assuming that's what this motif here represents, perhaps. It kind of looks like a fox or a wolf. I don't know. But yeah, these wispy, ethereal locks coming off, I believe, are intended to be the nine tails of the nine-tailed fox. And the fox here on the chest kind of confirms that. So I'm pretty sure that's who it is. I'm not the biggest expert on myths and legends and lore, but Ragewood is like really big on that stuff. So if you want to get like more in depth on the backgrounds and history behind these characters, go check out his video, because I'm sure he'll have all the correct information in his. But gosh dang, dude, look at these swords. These are so sick. Like, I think aesthetically the all gold one will match her appearance the best, but it'd be really cool if it transitioned into this one when she did her ultimate. And then I'm assuming what these are is just sort of like, hey, we're recycling these assets and using them on other characters, because this is clearly a dragon and this looks like a Murloc from World of Warcraft. So unless they're putting Murlocs in the game, I'm assuming this goes to a different hero that we haven't seen yet. So looks pretty cool. All right, let's check out the next one. This is Montezuma. I made a joke about Montezuma's revenge in my initial recording, but we lost the audio. Not that much of a loss, but man, look at this dude. He looks absolutely sick. Like he does not look like he's playing around. This is awesome. Man. Yeah, dude, these are insane. Like the detail work on these shields is just not. I can't wait to see this in 3D. These are just the 2D concept arts. Of the two shields, I do like A the best. I think it matches like the cape and the reds, whereas like this matches his headdress, but I think the shield matching the cape is just a cooler vibe. And out of all of these, if we went with the red shield, I think this paddle, or whatever this is, this fraternity hazing paddle, whatever this is meant to be, I think this one matches this shield the best. But if they were to go with this shield, actually this one looks good too. I mean, it's got the hints of blue to tie together. That one, or probably this one, I don't know. Either way, I mean, they all look pretty cool. All right, let's check out the next one. Okay, so this is a video, and we saw this briefly in the intro, but there's some, man, this is just so cool. Man, you just feel that impact. What's really cool about this is his basic ability. This is the A1, man. That might be the coolest basic ability in the game. If that was labeled correctly and that is in fact his basic ability, that is so cool. He just straight up punches him, dude. Like, bam! I love it. That is sick. And this is Hotep, I believe. Emotep, sorry. Emotep. I don't know what an Emotep is, but I did see the movie Bubba Hotep with Bruce Campbell. If it's anything like that, he's going to be awesome. All right, so this is his core ability. So this is the ability he uses that has a cooldown. This is pretty sick too. So just by what we see, I'm going to try to piece together some context clues and try to guess at what it is we're seeing. So right here, he's charging up. We see a big green ethereal fist with like plus signs, and that is typically associated with healing. And there's another one down here. So I'm assuming it's a big self-heal, or maybe he's a brawler. From what we've seen so far, the brawlers are generally HP-based heroes, and they have damage scaling off HP. So my guess is that he is a brawler, and he's increasing his max HP to gain damage and healing himself, because it's a big ethereal fist. So I think he's increasing his HP and his damage, and he's also doing a self-heal. That would be a lot, pretty close to in line with what we see with the other brawlers so far. But he doesn't attack. So I think it's just a big self buff and heal for sustain. So the next one is the ultimate. This is cool. If you from the intro, I got a pretty good reaction from me on this one. Yeah. So at first glance, I thought this was only showing because we're at the Egyptian stage. Forget Aru. We're at the Aru stage of campaign, and I thought this portal was tied to the actual map, but the alignment isn't perfect, so it leads me to believe that it has nothing to do with the Aru stage, and it just happens to be that it almost kind of lines up with that right there. So I had to watch it a few times the first time around, but man, that is just so cool. Let's watch it in half speed. The runes on the ground, the door opens up, it bestows like this heavenly light upon the entire team. It looks like some sort of heal. So maybe, I don't know, man. It's so hard to say without knowing what his kit does. I want to say he's a brawler, but it also looks like he's doing like a team-wide heal. Or maybe it's not a heal. Maybe it's like increasing the initiative or giving the team all more divinity or something like that. An ultimate that gives everybody else ultimate charge or something. That would be cool. I have no idea though. I'm just guessing. Let's see. That was his ultimate. Okay, so okay. I'll go ahead and zoom in on this. I showed this in the intro. But so this is like the rough draft, right? They had his character animations and then just drew over what they wanted. So obviously there's like holy energy like charging in on the staff. Then he swings it down, does kind of like a, lasso over his head. And then he's getting ready for hammer time, Reinhardt style from Overwatch. Brings the hammer down, and then boom. Pretty cool. So this was the rough, and this is like the VFX done, but like illustrated in 2D. So you can see the holy light coming in and charging it up like a spirit bomb. Oops, I didn't mean to zoom out. Swinging around, and then getting ready for hammer down, Reinhardt style, and then boom. It's pretty sick. I mean, that is just too cool. I actually think that the 2D version looks cooler than... Now this says done. This is what we just watched. Yeah, so I think the 2D version actually looked a little bit better than the 3D version. So this is, again, this is like rough draft. So that's same concept, but rough draft. I can't go full screen until after I hit play. I mean, don't get me wrong, that looks sick, but it just felt like somehow, for some reason, the 2D version had more impact. I don't know if it's because I was looking at a still image like that. I don't know if this is going on ×2 speed. Maybe it'll look better on like ×1 speed. Well, let's put that to the test. So we'll cut the speed in half and see if it looks as cool. Okay, yeah, that it feels like it has way more impact. I think the animation just kind of happens too fast. Boom. I think it doesn't linger long enough to get that impact, because when I was looking at the still image, all you see is impact. Like, it just, because it's like at the you see a single image at the apex of destruction, it's more impactful. I think the animation is just playing too fast to get a really good vibe for how it's gonna, like, it just goes away too quickly. But it looks really cool. Like when I played it at half speed, it was sick. Okay, so this is what the enemies see when you're attacking them. And then this next one is sort of our POV, I think, if I recall correctly. Yes, okay. So I'm going to put it on maybe 0.7 speed. I think the first time or at times, or 50% speed, is a little bit too slow. So let's see what it looks like at times 0.7. Yeah, that looks much better. I still wish that the effects would linger. I think that would give the attack more weight, but it does look really good. And then just don't let that energy dissipate so quickly. Let that sphere of that radiant explosion just linger just a little bit longer. I think it would give it a lot more impact, but it looks super good. And that's it. That's all of them, guys. Pretty sick. I can't wait to play this game, dude. So far, my favorite is literally the Imhotep A1. Like, I could just watch this all day. Bam! Hold on, let's watch this at 0.5 speed. Okay, that was pretty sick. I think this will probably be closer, more representative of what we see at like ×1 speed in game, I think. Man, that is good. Like, I feel like this has more weight than the other one's ultimate, just because the fist is on the screen for so much longer. It lingers and you feel the weight of it, I guess, is what is because it lingers, you do feel the weight of it. Compare that to boom, it's done in a flash. And also seeing the enemies like that will also help make it feel like it has more weight when there's cause and effect, but it's done so quick. Boom. I think if the light just lingered on the screen for longer. Now let's compare that to this, back to back. You see what I mean? I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but I'm just calling it like I see it. I don't know. But anyway, that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, I will see you all in another video soon. But until next time, everyone, take care.